So what if I told you that you only had to follow 3 steps to make your manifestation inevitable? Just 3 steps to truly shift into your dream reality. And no, these steps do not involve you actually writing on your pillow before bed that you're going to get your soulmate. It does not require you to charge your water and drink it every single day. It is a proven 3-step framework that no matter who follows will always get the results. And this is exactly the framework I followed, you guys, to actually go from barely passing in class 12 to actually ranking first in my class, which was crazy, then to actually attracting my dream job and my dream partner at that time, and then to actually get in one of the best universities in the world, which I'm studying in right now. And every single time I followed just these 3 steps, and every single time it has worked just fine. So trust me, I know what I'm talking about. So get yourself a pen, get yourself a paper, and start taking notes. Step number 1 is to learn how to set an intention. Now, this is the thing that you need to understand about the quantum field. Every single possibility, every single timeline already exists. As of now, there are infinite possibilities, infinite timelines, infinite ways in which your life could turn out. So there is a timeline in which you have your dream apartment, in which you have, the job that you want, in which you're earning very well, in which you like living very lavishly. And also there is a timeline in which none of these things are even a possibility, right? So what you have to do via setting an intention is you choose which timeline you're going to actually live, right? And it is as simple as that. Now, this is where most people get it wrong, because I'm pretty sure we've all set our goals, we've all set our intentions at least once in our life, right? But why is it that some of us set our intentions, we set our intentions to get into a dream college, to get a dream job, but none of that happens, right? And these other people, they set their intentions and somehow it just happens for them. So what are these people doing right that we are not doing right? Because this is step number 1, and it is very, very, very crucial, you guys. So the thing is that you need to understand the difference between setting an intention and having a desire for something, okay? When you have an intention, be rest assured it is going to come true. But when you have a desire for something, it is never going to come true, because intention says that this version of reality that I want already exists, and all I'm doing is I'm moving towards it. But desire says that I want this thing and I don't have this thing, right? So intention comes from a place of calm, it comes from a place of selecting, it comes from a place of knowing what you want and going after it. But desire creates importance. It puts that thing on a pedestal, and anything that you put on a pedestal, you're basically telling the universe that I am here and my desire is here. So no matter how much action I take, I can never be on the same frequency of that. So that's why whenever you like someone or you want to manifest a specific person, don't do it. You always have this desire for them, you have this intensity for them, and then there are people who are writing those letters of, oh my god, we're together, whatever. It will never come true, because you've already placed that thing above yourself. And anything which is placed above yourself, or anything which has excess importance on that, it will create resistance and you will never ever manifest, right? So how do we differentiate between having a desire and having an intention? So this is what most people do wrong. They set an intention, they are like, I want to move into my dream apartment by month 6. This is what their intention is. But right after they've set their intention, they start checking their reality. They're like, oh my god, it's not here yet. I just worked for 5 days. Why is it not here? I've worked for 5 full days. Why do I not have a desire? Or they start scanning, they start looking, they start asking people that it's really possible, right? Or they start seeing stories. So what they're essentially doing is, right after they're setting their intention, they're basically acting in a way which is telling the universe that they don't have that thing already. Plus they're acting in a way which is fear-based, which is anxiety-based, which is stress-based. So what they're doing is that their emotional state is not catching up with the emotional state they will need to be if they're in the new timeline, right? So even though they want these beautiful things and they're even taking action and working for 5 full days, nothing will happen. Why? Because their old frequency is keeping them stuck in their old reality. So you need to not just have an intention, you need to have an emotional state which is calm without any pressure. So you don't have to be super excited, you don't have to be super obsessed, you don't have to be super desperate. It needs to come from a calm place, that this is an intention that I have, this is the thing that I want, and this is the reality I'm going to move towards. So back in class 12, when I was barely passing, I swear to god, I've not been good at academics. I can understand concepts, but when it comes to mugging things up, it's not my forte. And I really did want to get good grades and impress my parents basically, or just make them feel proud because they've done so much for me and they sent me to the best school and everything. So at that time I was like, what, I'm going to switch it up, I'm going to change myself, I'm going to really become that person who I really want to be. And at that time I wasn't even doing very well mentally. I had a lot of anxiety, I had a lot of uncertainty within myself, my self-concept. I don't know what that was. I was so shy, I was so meek. I could not even look at people in the eyes because I just was not that person, right? And that was the first time I had that awakening, or that, you know, wake up moment, that I was like, I'm gonna change my life now. I don't want to live like this. I don't want to be anxious no more. I don't want to be in this state, and I want to become someone better. So what I did was I actually got a paper, and I was like, I wrote all the subjects I had in my school that time, and I wrote exactly how much I'm gonna get. So I wrote, and with my delusional self-belief, I wrote 100 in commerce, 100 in economics, 100 in this, 100 in that, and I pasted that thing on my wall. So every single morning I was waking up, and the first thing I was seeing was that sheet of paper, okay, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. And at that time I didn't feel desperate for it, because that reality felt so out of touch for me, that version felt so out of touch for me. Just looking at that thing, I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And I think I had delusional self-belief then, because I was like, there's nothing to lose, there's nothing to gain, so might as well try for it, right? And this is the calmness I had. And every single morning I was waking up, and I was literally looking at that paper. And not only was I working on the create at that time, because, you know, I had an intention for the first time, and I really wanted to, you know, get myself out of my own, you know, I mean, in my head beliefs and stuff. It was also helping me with my mental health a lot. It was also teaching me how to be certain, how to be calm, how to trust myself, how to believe in myself more. And just that one pursuit really started off this journey of, you know, really stepping into who I was always meant to be. Hey guys, this is V from the future. First of all, I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend, and you're having fun and all these amazing things. And second of all, if you're watching this video, then I have an amazing news for you, and that is that very soon I'm going to be coming up with this program that I believe and I truly know in my heart can literally change your life. So if you're someone who's watching these videos, you know, you want to manifest your dream reality, you want to become the 2.0 version of yourself, you want to become confident and all these amazing things, but you just keep watching and nothing really changes, and you would love a structured approach, something to help you, something to guide you, a full plan where someone takes you from day 1 till day 90 or something, to really get you to change and get you to shift in real time, so that in the next 3 months you don't have to look back and be like, I just watched and nothing really changed. Then there's a method that I'm launching, there's a way of being I'm launching, or a program I'm launching, which I believe in my heart is going to help you. And the waitlist for that program is actually live now. So if you just go in the description box below, it's called the Dream Self Method, and you can, you know, join yourself and enroll yourself in the waitlist. And anyone who's enrolling themselves right now is also getting a free workbook from me, a 5-day breakthrough workbook, which will give you an idea of the type of work we'll be doing when we start working together. So yeah, I'm not going to be revealing a lot right now, so I really hope that, you know, if you want to join, you can join right now. And yeah, if you do join, you'll get emails from me, and I will see you inside. So thank you so much, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. Now, once you've set your intention, the second step in this journey is to also understand that intention is not enough. Even though you have calm certainty about the thing that you want, it will not move you to that thing. The only thing that moves you is focus and momentum. You need to select that timeline and start moving in the direction of it, because most people think that I can select my timeline and take some actions today, take some actions tomorrow, and then, you know, I'll just like chill, and then it'll just manifest, and every single thing is dependent on me waking up and visualizing myself. If I can do that well enough, then my dream reality has to happen. But it does not work like that. So you need to have an intention, and then you need to move in the direction of that intention, of that timeline, for long enough, so that all these other timelines and all these other realities have no choice but to collapse. Okay, and that is when the reality that you're selecting actually starts to become real. So you need to keep interacting with that new reality, otherwise it will not move. So always remember, thinking is potential. If you're in stage number 1 of thinking, nothing is going to happen. Movement is interaction. So when you move in that direction, you're at least touching that reality a little bit, but only and only repetition is stabilization. So if you move today, you move tomorrow, and like day after, you're like, oh, I'm tired, I'm lazy, my old self is calling me back, it's not going to materialize, right? So you need to not just think, you need to have momentum, and then you need to have repetition, and that's when that stabilization starts to happen. Okay, and all these other potential realities will actually start to collapse. For you to really understand this concept in physical quantum terms, I would like to introduce to you the law of inertia. The law of inertia says that objects in motion stay in motion, okay? And the reason why I'm talking in quantum terms is that we're all quantum beings. If you've ever studied a little bit of science a little bit of physics in your school, you know that we're all made up of atoms, right? And atoms, we're all electrons, everything is energy. And for you to even think that we're not in an energetic universe, you're really robbing yourself of the opportunity to truly use this knowledge, esoteric knowledge, if you will. So you need to understand that we're all quantum beings, and the law says that objects in motion stay in motion. So once you get this pendulum rolling, once you get your momentum rolling, once you get your swing rolling, as long as you stay in that motion, as long as you keep moving towards that intention in the quantum field, you're selecting a quantum reality, and the identity that you want will start to stabilize faster. The right people will appear, the right opportunities will appear, things will happen for you all of a sudden out of nowhere, right? And this is what happens when you select that timeline. You start attracting everything in relevance to that timeline. The right relationships, sometimes you even meet your soulmate, sometimes you get your dream job. Every single thing starts to happen for you, and all the resistance that you would normally face in your life when you're just moving in life without any intention, without any goals, all of that resistance starts to drop, and your identity becomes more and more and more stable. Now once you've done that, the third and the final step to finally lock this manifestation in and to get you to your dream reality now is to also start aligning your identity, okay? Your identity should match with the version of yourself that you are in your dream reality. So basically ask yourself, say for example you want to have this beautiful dream career. So when that version of you is having and living in that career, they're waking up every single morning, they're going to their job and they're killing it and they're earning this money, or they have their own business, whatever. What identity do they have, right? Is their identity calm? Is their identity certain? Are they chasing? Are they going after things? So every single morning you need to tune into that version of yourself that you are. You need to feel the emotions of that version. You need to believe the emotions of that version, and then that identity starts to stabilize, because you cannot move to your dream timeline just by actions alone. It is your actions, your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. Half of us are just taking actions and then be wondering why nothing is happening. Now you must be wondering, but how can I just become this new person? How can I just become this amazing, calm, confident person? Because I'm not that person. That is also a lie, okay? As per Joe Dispenza, his work is very scientific. He has done millions and millions of studies, and he's helped millions and millions of people change themselves within seconds. Joe Dispenza says that you are not defined by your past. If right now you feel underconfident, anxious, this, that, the reason why you feel that is because you're choosing to be defined by your past, because your identity is not fixed. It is basically a memory loop, okay? Because memory creates wire circuits. So if I had a memory, my brain will have certain wire circuits. The more I believe that memory, the more I act in accordance to that memory, the stronger that wire circuit gets, the more emotions in that wire circuits are produced, and then repetition basically locks that wire circuit in, and that emotion then becomes my personality. But that does not mean in no way that this is my actual personality. I'm just choosing my old self every single day. I'm just choosing my old identity every single day. If today I decide that I'm going to be a different person, I'm going to have a different personality, I'm going to have different ways of being, different identity, those wire circuits that I have in my brain will start to get a little loose, and the new wire circuits will start to form. So like I told you, when I was studying in class 12, I truly decided that I'm going to be a different person now. And every single day I was actually choosing a new version of myself. I was meditating, I was doing the whole lifesavers thing, if you've heard of that, the morning routine, VERS, I was doing the whole thing. And every single day I was basically rewiring my brain. So initially it felt like, I don't know what I'm doing, but slowly and steadily I became more disciplined, I became more confident, my self-worth started to increase. The things that once felt difficult did not feel that difficult anymore. My anxiety was much calmer, my anxiety was much lower now, and every single thing started to feel like it's working for me. Why? Because I was choosing a new circuit, I was choosing a new way of being. And luckily enough, when I locked in my identity, when I locked in my momentum, what eventually ended up happening was the exam paper that I got, it was literally everything that I studied. Some magical thing happened. I didn't know everything on the paper, I didn't know everything on my coursework, but the paper that I had was literally every single thing that I knew very well. So all the concepts I knew came on the paper. Why? It is not a coincidence, you guys. I selected a timeline and I moved and I quantum leaped into a timeline where I was gonna get that thing. And then obviously I got that award. I'm gonna put the award here. I hope I have the picture. I'm gonna put it here. And yeah, it happened. And then since then I kept selecting new realities. I was like, I want this now, I want to have my dream job. And somehow the one that I wanted I did not get, but then the one that I thought I could never even imagine, somehow that reality showed up, that job showed up. And again, I was working in a beautiful company with beautiful people, all remote, and sometimes we had a beautiful WeWork office, and all these things happen. Why? Because I constantly keep choosing the reality I want. I constantly keep leaping in that reality, because none of this is real, right? None of this is real. So as long as you can shift your identity and select the reality, you are going to move towards it, come what may. You don't need to go back in the past and heal every memory. You don't have to like sit with your childhood. You just need to say that this is who I was and this is who I'm choosing to be, and start making new memories, start making new circuits, start feeling the frequency that you want to embody. So if it's confidence, self-worth, self-love, start feeling that. And the more you feel that, the more of these neurons will be generated in your body, and the more real this new identity will start to feel. Now when I think about my past, the version of myself I was 7 years ago is so radically different from who I am right now. And as of now, I don't like to think about my past so much, because I don't even resonate with that anymore. I don't resonate with that version anymore. That's how much I've changed. Okay, so I know, because I've been there, I've done that, and because of the way I shift my identity every single time, I'm also able to shift my reality. So if you can just follow these 3 steps, I can guarantee you that you will leap into the next version of yourself in 2026, right? And when you leap into the next version, you will know exactly the next version you want to leap into after this. So keep going, and just remember the 3-step framework. Intent actually chooses the timeline, momentum will eliminate any other alternative, and identity is what is going to make it permanent. If you can do all these 3 things, trust me, you are golden. And by the way, you guys, if you also want to learn exactly how to script these versions of yourself, exactly what to feel in the morning, exactly how to feel or do your morning routines, I actually have a full video on exactly the morning routine I followed to, you know, leap into one of my dream realities again. So I will link that video right here. I highly recommend you check it out to see how scripting helps, how, you know, rewiring your subconscious mind helps. So with this is the basic framework. This will actually give you what to do in the day, so I will link it right here. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one.